Hello, my name is Elizabeth Hartstar. I'm in Sedna, Arizona, beautiful international city of peace and crystalline city of light. Special vortex of the red rock energies here. I'm grateful to be here right now. It feels to be a safe haven during this extreme time on the planet that's happening. As we know, there's a divine plan and purpose for everything. And most important, at this Libra sun, the sign of the scales of the balance, to find that balance and that peaceful place within. So I wanted to first look at this full moon. That'll be October 1st at 2:05 p.m. That's Pacific Daylight Time in the US. So the sun in the sign of Libra, balance, looking, the scales. And the moon in Aries. I've created an Astro-Oracle deck, and I like to share my cards with you. This is the Astro-Oracle deck. And so the Libra sun, here's the Libra card. The planet Venus rules Libra. So Libra's always searching for balance and harmony, and often is known as the peacemaker. Aries, the opposite sign, is ruled by Mars. So it's a time of balancing the feminine Venus with the masculine Mars energies that are within men and women. At this particular full moon, a planet I call Chiron, who was discovered November 1st of 1977, is very close to the moon. Chiron is known as the wounded transformational healer. And the symbol, as you can see, looks like a key, because Chiron does bring the keys to heal our deepest wounds. And so in Aries, the sign of the ram, the I am, the Mars energy, which is springtime, it's the equinox. We just had the autumn equinox is Libra. Spring equinox is Aries, when new life comes. So Aries is that ram, that Mars energy that has the power, the vitality, the energy to manifest. Now with the full moon, with Chiron, this is a time that's bringing up a lot of the wounds, deep wounds that we have emotionally, spiritually, all that's going on in the world right now. A lot of the Mars energy has been spoken to about, that Mars, the planet, is in its own sign of Aries right now, and it has gone retrograde on 9/9 until the middle of November, which is also activating this time of bringing up a lot of opposition. And so in the horoscope, I wanted to show there, it's showing a lot of opposition. And of course, the sun in Libra is always opposite the moon at a full moon. So it's always, the moon is always in the opposite sign of Aries. And you'll see with Chiron. So it's a time of balancing and looking at what do we need to balance in order to bring harmony and peace into our lives and into the world. There's never been so much separation politically, in very many ways. It's being played out in the world. But I would like to honor the feminine energies that are playing out and supporting us at this time. And the 4 asteroid goddesses, I've written them out with their symbols. First, we'll look at Ceres. Ceres is the goddess of Earth, or the Earth Mother. Here's a card of Ceres, the Earth Mother. That's her symbol. And she right now is making an opposition to her sister asteroid goddess of fire, Vesta. So Vesta and Ceres right now are in opposition, but a wide opposition. Ceres actually more opposite Venus. And Venus is aligned to the royal gatekeeper star, the heart of the lion, known as Regulus, the royal star of Leo the lion. So the opposition with Ceres, the Earth Mother, who feeds and nourishes and gives birth, she's the Earth Mother, with Venus aligned to the heart. So, you know, they're having this conversation. Oppositions are like a tug of war sometimes, back and forth, seeking balance, awareness. They're aware of each other. So Venus from the heart of the lion is talking to the Earth Mother, you know, who is in Aquarius, at the very last degree of Aquarius. So it's really where we are in this age of bringing in the Aquarian age. We really are still at this cusp time, as you can see. Seeking balance. So Ceres, the Earth Mother, and Venus vibrating with the heart of the lion star about love and wanting to take care of her cubs, her children, you know, are having this conversation. And then Vesta, the goddess of fire that I spoke about, she's like the priestess energy. And on the card, it says dedication and devotion, because she's dedicated and devoted to being a pure vessel or channel for spirit to come through. So she's very close to Venus, Vesta, also communicating with the Earth Mother. Hey, you know, it's time for the mothers, for the divine feminine to speak up and be heard, because there's a lot of what appears to be bullying going on, or division. So the other planet or asteroid goddess is Pallas Athene, and Pallas Athene is the goddess of air, who brings the wisdom and the truth. I said warrioress of truth, that's her symbol. Pallas Athene is very strong right now next to Jupiter, who just recently went direct forward. And so again, wisdom, truth, speaking out, women speaking out is important. The goddesses are really strong. And then we see Juno, who's the asteroid goddess of water. That's her symbol. And her card says equality in partnership. So she's all about being in right relationship, being in balanced relationship. She knows her worth. She's demands if she's not given that respect or equality. And in this horoscope, she's the exact degree, just about, of Mercury. Mercury, the messenger, the one that communicates with the goddess, that knows her worth, the empowered feminine, the queen, the bride. And she's about balance. She's about equality. So again, this full moon is really about the divine feminine speaking out and being heard. And then we go to the newly discovered planets that were found outside of Pluto's orbit. known as dwarf planets. And the first one that was discovered is Sedna. Here's the card for Sedna. Now, this is the symbol I use for Sedna because when I first heard about Sedna, before hearing her story, she was named after the Inuit Alaskan Arctic peoples goddess of the sea. This symbol came to me, and I believe it really expresses Sedna because it can either be Venus, kind of breech birth from the moon, the sea, or if you put the X or the cross underneath, it's Pluto. And she's outside of Pluto's orbit. So Sedna is all about the divine feminine emerging from a place of being unseen and unheard. I see her as like the Magdalene energy, who was not seen as the true Christed feminine that she truly is, that she's emerging, that the divine feminine who has been unseen and unheard is now emerging. And so Sedna is in Taurus right now, and she's actually aligned to the Pleiades, the main star in the Pleiades, Alcyone, as well as one of the very difficult stars, Algol, who has to do with the Medusa and being cut off. So that theme of being cut off. But the Pleiades, who have helped to seed our planet. So the divine feminine is emerging, Sedna, and making a beautiful aspect, a trine, supporting this transformation that's taking place, supporting Saturn, who just went yesterday or the day before, stationed to go direct. So all the planets that have been retrograding are beginning to go forward. And Sedna is supporting this shift, this change. Yes, we're in a time of destruction for recreation. And then Sedna's sister Eris, we can't forget about Eris, who's the same degree as Mars, who is retrograde right now. And you can see her symbol, and here's the card. That's Eris. And that's the symbol. It's like Mars with the arrow going down. There wasn't a photograph because most of my planets are photos, but Sedna is known as a reddish planet, and it's interesting that it's Sedona without the O, Sedna, and it's a reddish planet. And then Eris, I made green because she can be jealous, envious, angry, disruptive, chaotic. She's going to be heard and seen no matter what. And she's with Mars right now on this full moon. And they're both squaring. And the square is conflict, challenge to Saturn and Pluto, the big Capricorn planets that have upset the world since they came together in January of 2020. And when they've come together in the past, wars have happened. And the last time was the AIDS epidemic. So now we have the COVID playing out in this way. And a kind of a tug of war. It's almost, I think there's a lot of old World War timelines playing out right now. And I believe that this Mars retrograde with Eris is bringing them up. I think that a lot of us that are sensitive are feeling this almost like, you know, what's going on with people that you thought were thinking the same way. A lot of old World War timelines, Civil War timelines, some of these flags I've been seeing look like Confederate flags. I'm hoping that we have evolved, and I believe these goddesses are here to help us, to remind us of the power of the divine feminine and the divine masculine in balance and in harmony, that's what it's all about. that we are here to bring in a new time, a new earth. And it's the divine feminine, I believe, the four goddesses of fire, water, air, and earth that are assisting us in bringing this new earth consciousness of balance for males and females, for the females to express their masculine side in balance with their feminine, and the masculine to express their feminine side and to support one another. This is how we can create this new earth. The other aspect I wanted to look at is it's an unusual aspect in astrology called a Yod Aspect, or I put the finger of the goddess. And it's a unique configuration. I make it and read it maybe differently than some astrologers. I look at it as a chariot driver. So you get an image where Vesta, the fire goddess, the goddess who's dedicated and devoted to being a pure vessel, channel for spirit to come through. She's the priestess energy. She's open to spirit. So she's in the chariot seat, staying in her center, and she's needing to just focus where she needs to go, where the two or more horses, or planets in this case, are working together, pulling her, the finger of God, pulling her into a new direction. And the opposite point is at that 22 Aquarius point. And the horses that are supporting, bringing the goddess of fire, the keeper of the flame, that's bringing the light of spirit to us, is Neptune. And Neptune is known as the higher octave of Venus, because Neptune is not of the earth, it's spirit. And it is in its own sign of Pisces at 19 degrees. It's also retrograde at this time. But Neptune is working harmoniously, and Neptune has the higher vision. It's that unconditional love. Again, Neptune on the lower can be confusing, disillusioned, deceived, but on the higher, it's the ability to connect with the angelics, the galactics, the music of the spheres, and bring that highest wisdom and love where we connect as one. It's the cosmic ocean. It's the sign that's Pisces, and it's in its own sign, strong right now, and will be for the next few years. And so it's helping us. It's a sextile, it's called, supporting the big lineup of planets in Capricorn that have been bringing up all this reset, this in order to bring about a big change. That's Jupiter, who is direct now. Pluto will be direct in just a few days, and Saturn is direct now as well. So they're all going forward, and so we're Vesta, in order for this, the finger of God is directing us right to the 22 degrees of Aquarius, which is a very special point, because there's a star in the constellation of the Northern Cross, also known as Cygnus the Swan. And the star is Deneb, the main star of the Northern Star, which is the guide that guides us to our galactic, divine, multi-dimensional self. And so we have this wonderful opportunity at this full moon to really go within and define that balance and beauty. Libra is always about beauty and balance and harmony and peace. And so I have this beautiful crystal. That's the six-pointed star, the balance point. And I know a lot of you know about the Merkaba, and using this symbol. I'll teach you, my spiritual advisor, whose name is Alon, has shared with me a wonderful technique that is so helpful um, to bring balance into our body and also to relieve stress. And that is, and here's the, you'll see the Merkaba. This is actually the spinning of the Merkaba. So what you do is you take a deep inhale and you see this Merkaba, the gold coming, the gold tetrahedron coming from above as the silver tetrahedron from the bottom comes around your entire body, focusing on the higher heart around the thymus. So you do a quick hold it for a while, see that gold and silver around you, and then a very sharp exhale out the bottom of your feet and seeing the gold and silver around you. This is a really special balancing. And another one I would like to share with you, because this is such a challenging time right now on the planet. But at this Libra time, this month of balance, these techniques are really helpful. So I'll do the one with the Merkaba again, so that you go. You don't have to try. I know when I was taught, I was trying too hard to make it look just like that. You just know that when you inhale, the gold is coming, tetrahedron and the silver come together, and you feel the energy pulsating in your higher heart, the gold and silver, the balancing, and then exhaling through the bottom of your feet and clearing anything that needs to be cleared. And then the Arcturians, who many are aware of, are a higher dimensional star beings, ancestors who are close at hand to assist us during this time of ascension or change on our planet, for they've gone through from this 3D into a unity consciousness where we are hopefully heading. We have the opportunity at this time for ascension. And the technique that they've given to help us during this time, which is easy for anyone to do, as well as children. You might want to teach this to the children, because I know the children are feeling the stress that's going on in the world. And so they just say cosmic egg, or for the children, golden egg, golden egg, golden egg, and see a golden egg around the entire body, above the head and below the feet, a big golden egg, probably, maybe 10 inches out of your body. And around the edge of the golden egg is a deep blue, it's the pulse of the egg. But the children can say golden egg, golden egg, golden egg, and then they can see the egg at the top opening up, and you fill your entire around your body like a big fluffy cloud around you, your protection, any color. The Arcturians love kind of this blue, electric blue color, but any color that makes you feel good. White light, pink, purple, green, yellow, red, whatever makes you feel good. Fill your cosmic egg, your golden egg, and it's a wonderful protection. And so during this time of balance and harmony, to know that the grandmother moon. Our grandmother moon is in Aries right now, bringing up anything, any traumas that need to come up to be cleared, and to know that the divine is with us in every moment. And we came to assist in bringing about this time of change. So may we all find that divine balance and harmony and beauty in our lives. May peace, may love, may health and happiness prevail on this beautiful planet, goddess, Earth, our mother, Gaia. Thank you. I think I'll share the symbol that my new logo, because it's very much about the balancing. This is a Celtic symbol. So, yes. Beauty prevails. Walk in beauty, talk in beauty. Loving kindness and compassion to all.